Yeah. Oh, that was perfect.
Oh?
I just happened to dig exactly far enough before I thought about, hey, I should probably go break the other equivalent block that I'm going to need to manipulate to
Oh.
figure out where things are. Just so happened exactly where I dug was where that block was.
Oh, that's helpful.
Wasn't intentional. It just happened that way.
Gotta love it.
Perfectly.
Ooh, that was a good break.
Actually, if that block is going to be there, we're going to need to mess with a lot of this anyway. I need to get myself a path temporarily to get up and down and so forth. We're going to need to relay that with smooth stone eventually anyway, but right now I just want to get the gate potentially functional. I need it. I need the switching to work, the redstone and so forth. But
Yeah. And that's the part where if I was doing it,
she'd be
the
lost.
audience would be beyond fucking bored. Well, it's what's the best way to put it?
It's not your
For
thing.
for some of the stuff where it's just like, okay, I want to do this with redstone. I have sat there reading up and watching YouTube videos
You want to do it
for
with redstone, but you don't know
a
how.
week. Yeah, for a week to try and figure it out. And then I'll spend the next week or so trying to get it right. Because
Mm-hmm.
inevitably I do it wrong. So it takes me a long time to get that stuff.
Right, and then yeah, just not your thing.
Okay, there we go, and there we go. Nope.
So let's
All
make
right, one
switch
more.
entrances. And you and you.
Dun dun. I had huge cluster of trees, brand new metal axe. Broke it in one hit. There are so many trees.
Wow.
Dun dun.
Okay. That's working.
4.5 stacks of wood.
Oh, fun. Hmm. Hmm.
Excuse me. No, that axe won't survive. I won't get all of it. Forget it. There we go. Excellent. Oh, yeah. Just checking the time there.
Mm-hmm.
Back is starting to bother me. So, yeah.
Oh.
Well, it's about time for 12 hours ago almost that I took the pill.
Ah.
So, so how are they? What was that?
Oh.
First batch of what? Oh, you couldn't fit both into the oven? Okay. And how does it smell out there to you? Oh, you got the simmering going for the curry. Um, Weird thing. If the stream was up on a different computer, Faye couldn't connect.
Yeah.
Or at least on the laptop. Something was happening with the connection.
Yeah, it was being strange.
That's well, considering you're like all sweaty, I presume it's really hot out there. Yeah, I don't know why you closed it or why you left. How's the reduction for the tomatoes doing? Yeah, well, at the higher temperatures, you can. Sorry, at the when it's thinner, you can certainly have it at a higher temperature, 3 or 4.
Yeah, I've left it at 2.5.
And without the lid?
I boiled it for a little bit, simmered a bit with the lid on. Took the lid off and then letting it reduce now.
Okay. Yes, not only are we using fresh tomatoes, Faye, for that sauce, we are also using homemade yogurt for the
Neat.
second part of the sauce for the butter chicken.
Cool. I need... Do you have a torch handy? Oh, never mind, I found one.
Yes.
I only needed one to just stick in the middle of that thing so no monsters spawn in it while I'm working on it. If I don't happen to be in there at the time.
Yeah. I'm trying to light up a little bit more of this.
I'm trying to figure out how to go about this.
So yeah, it turns out our oven is too small. We couldn't get both of the glass dishes of ribs into the oven.
Okay, let's see now.
Okay.
Really hope there's not like a cave directly under here or something.
Oh, that would suck.
Just because you have to do a little bit more digging downward to do what I need to do.
Okay. Yeah, I wish I could have done the streaming of stuff
Yeah.
sooner, but part of the delay with the Haven game, when I was moving bases, oh yeah, okay, so first explanation, some people know, gonna watch. I also have a solo game of Haven and Hearth going, and we also have our group game. So in my solo game, yeah, going to move the base, and someone actually, I catch them on the mini map, starts walking by. I'm like, hang on, I'm in the old base. I don't know if it's the idiot who screwed up my base or not. So it's like, hit the teleport button, which is the set up inside the log cabin there. And it's like, okay, I want to make sure that this guy is long gone from the area. I wait like half an hour reading stuff online.
Oh, wow.
So like, this is such a waste of time. Because at that point, I only needed 2 more trips. And I could have done that in that half hour. So yeah, just a touch frustrating that happened.
Yeah.
But I am happy with the new location. Hopefully no jerk will be there to screw everything up.
Yeah. Yeah. We can hope.
I did leave a couple of things. I'm like, I was not going to wait for the pumpkins to mature to remove those crops. Like, no, they got about like 2 more days. I'm like, forget that.
Yeah, pumpkins kind of take forever.
And the other was wheat. I'm like, I've taken all that I need. I got the seeds. I got the straw that I need for building the replacement stuff. Forget it. It's wheat.
Yeah. Do you have more pumpkin seeds to work with, or?
Yes, I do.
Oh, well then you're fine. There's no reason. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was the only stuff I left. Those 2 things. Well, that and the log cabin, because you can't destroy it.
Yeah.
I understand programming-wise why they have it so you cannot destroy it after reading a thread. And that is, okay, well, things to consider if you can destroy a log cabin. Is there anybody inside? If there is, how is it treated? What about the cellar? What about the objects in the cellar? What about the objects in the... All that stuff would have to be taken into account. Like, it's easier to make it indestructible.
They can decay, though. I mean, there is that.
So, yeah, just... Alright. And I threw the keys in the water for the gates that I had in my palisade, so it was like...
They were closed, right?
Oh, I closed them.
Good.
I closed them, threw the keys in the gate, and there's nothing left in there.
Good.
And if you're, it sounds all cryptic and stuff like that. What this individual had done was extended a village claim thing, which is separate than a personal claim in the game. He put these statues up, so a village claim, so that it covered my personal claim, which made me part of the village without asking or checking or whatever. And the person left a note basically saying, "Oh, just looking out for you, dude." It really did say that, and just like, you know what?
I didn't want you to look out for me. It kind of ruins the survival concept of Haven if you're not having to try and survive.
And, well, some of the things is, when you set out those things, you get these points called authority points. I think it's called authority points.
Yeah.
And those allow you to do a bunch of things, including removing a single square of claim. So the way that I read it was this person could theoretically remove my claim 1 square at a time.
Yep. I
Now,
don't know if that's how it works, but because I've never
yeah,
dealt with those, but yeah, it's
same.
bullshit.
It it just seemed like okay, no. Then what determined the authority points was every time that I got learning points, it was a formula. You know, this stat with this stat doing this type of math
Yeah.
equaled this result. So as soon as he did that and I found out, though, that's what's going on, I stopped researching stuff. So I was getting no more learning points until I decided what to do and found a new place to live. And so this guy was getting nothing from me. Except for the odd 180 points every time I discovered something new.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's really kind of hard to avoid that.
Yeah.
So just like, and now I removed the claim, which means this guy's getting no points, and every statue that you put up or flag that you put up that lets you do this costs authority points. So many authority points per in-game day.
Mm-hmm.
So he was getting none from me and burning through all of his points.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's just burning through his points because there's no claim.
Yep.
I like that more. And if by some fluke you happen to be the person who did this and you're somehow watching this,
Go fuck yourself.
yeah. Or the more polite thing is, if you had asked, we probably could have worked something out and it would have been in our mutual benefit. Instead, you got fucked.
Yeah, it costs an authority, but it raises their maximum authority.
It does
Okay.
raise their maximum authority.
But
It's only good if they're getting more authority to compensate.
yeah. Well, presumably, if they have a village, they have other people.
Yeah, and
It's not necessarily true, but presumably.
mhm.
I need.
So, but it's like the way that I researched, this guy would have been getting quite a few authority points and probably more than enough to cover what it was costing to look after
Mm-hmm.
my area. Now
likely.
he's not. So
Yeah.
all I can say is next
It
time
shouldn't.
ask.
It just shouldn't let them do that. Period.
I
Shouldn't let them expand a
know.
claim over your claim. Should say that land is claimed by someone else. You know, if they're listed on the village, because you can join a village, and I'm pretty sure it keeps track somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, if they're listed on that, then I could understand it being like, you know, someone owns this, but they are already part of your village. So yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that.
but
Or if it was programmed where it's like, oh, normally it covers this much of an area, but because it's going to bump into someone's claim that is not a part of your village or is given permission, you don't get the full amount of adding to your addition, and it does not go over the person's claim.
yeah, I mean, it's just. Yeah, the way they have it working is kind of bullshit right now.
Because to make a village, holy shit, do you need a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You need to kill a fucking bear. And if you know anything about the game, it's hard to kill a fox, let alone a bear.
Yeah.
A fox can almost kill you if you don't do it right.
Fox can kill you if you don't do it right. It's just unlikely because once you're knocked
Yeah.
down, they don't usually attack you.
Yeah, that's true.
The trick there is usually.
Sometimes they do, and I've had ants almost kill me because usually they stop attacking, but
I've had ants kill me. Of course, the one time they actually killed me, it was what I was going for, but
but it's like, yeah, the game is hard.
yeah.
So I just kind of like, Rust, survival game. It's really hard. Oh, Forest, survival game. Really no, you want to know hard? Play Haven and Hearth.
Yeah, and I told you about that one, didn't I?
Yeah, you came across it, and I
Yeah.
joined like, oh my god. It just eats you alive. I've known people who are getting frustrated with things and just like, okay, you want to build a large log cabin for storage, better protection, that kind of stuff. Well, okay, you put down the thing, you manage to gather all the resources, you put it into the little part for building it. You have to wait for 3 real life days
Yeah.
before you can hit the build button. That's how hard the game is.
Hmm.
It just doesn't pull punches with that stuff. And, oh, permadeath. Let's
Yep.
not forget that. Permadeath? I'm pretty sure you could have Rust servers with permadeath and stuff like that, but Rust doesn't seem nearly as hard as just basic survival in comparison.
Yep.
Oh, that may change with what they're calling the new branch.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I'll probably install the game again when they get to the new branch, because I've uninstalled it at this point.
Yeah, I uninstalled it a long damn time ago. It just, there was no point.
Yeah. It's probably far more playable if they would just continue fixing some of the bugs, even though they don't plan to update the game. That would be nice. Make it slightly more playable.
Okay.
There goes another shovel. But this is the whole thing, or potential problem with alpha access.
Mm-hmm.
Some games it works, some games it doesn't. I know, what was it, Starbound was all the rage?
Mm-hmm. Starbound was, I mean, well, it was Terraria in space, so.
Yes. The big problem where it really dropped off in popularity, they since fixed it, but when you would lose your character, lose your world, lose everything, every time they update it.
Yeah. Yeah, they did fix that eventually, though.
Yeah, so it's like,
What's that?
okay, if you want to check it out and you haven't checked it out, it's a good time now because your character is safe.
Yeah.
Most likely your world is safe, but there will be times when that's not the case. Maybe they're updating all the worlds and changing stuff, so
Yeah, yeah.
that you kind of have to go with the flow with.
Let's see.
But yeah, seriously check it out. Maybe I'll see about streaming it. Ah, there you go.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't even have Starbound installed anymore, but it just kind of got boring after a while. It has the Terraria problem.
Which
It gets
is?
boring.
Yeah. I do so little exploration that it's easy for me to... Oh, it's a little bit boring. Let's jump to a new sector. Let's jump to a new planet.
Okay. So,
I'm more interested in the gathering and building of stuff.
yep. You work. Now let me close any gaps that aren't
And
necessary. That
2 large chests filled with dirt now.
fun.
Let's see what time is it? Yeah, it's just about 6:30, so
Yeah.
we should probably finish up. I'm
Yep.
just going to go collect some loose things. Oh, I jumped on the wrong side. There we go. Bum 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 bum.
Actually, there's no reason for me to fill this in. It will be lit up by redstone one way or another. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just a matter of which redstone is lighting it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to stop the stream here.
Okay.
Which means it's also, this is the last part of the YouTube video. It's going to be uploaded. So I hope you enjoyed your time, and I hope to see you again. And if you haven't checked out the stream, keep an eye open. I don't have a schedule, but you never know. If you happen to be around, just take a peek.
Yeah.
I'll put the information below as to the channel for the Twitch thing.
Uh-huh.
But yes, until next time, this is Sarah and Faye saying bye.
Bye.